New Zealanders would eat bugs instead of beef, and Carolyn Robinson found a couple of Kiwis who not only would but also have the largest range of edible insects in the world.
Bugs in the flour. It's an age-old problem, but for the Crawlers team, it's a new age objective.
We've got a huge range of tarantulas, scorpions, centipedes. We've got pretty much every bug you can imagine that's edible.
Their bread and butter, though, crickets and grasshoppers.
By 2050, there's going to be 9 billion people on the planet, and there's not going to be enough protein in forms of meat to be able to feed everybody. Cricket flour contains 68% protein, more calcium than milk, and it's high in B12, iron. It's an all-round good food for your body.
They started Crawlers 4 years ago, importing bugs from Thailand, the edible bug capital of the world.
So you know how you go to Thailand and you go down the back alleys and you get your insect on a stick? They've banned that now because edible insects are becoming so popular. They all have to come from certified farms now.
Dan and Matt were so quick off the mark, there were no rules to stop them.
We were bringing it in for about 2 years with no law, and they couldn't do anything about it.
So you guys have been the game changers.
We have.
I think so.
Yeah,
I think
absolutely.
it's kind of funny when you say that. Like, you don't often think about it, but yeah, it's like there's a turning point in everything, and it's nice to think that it's been us.
The insects arrive whole and dehydrated. Then they're roasted, seasoned and distributed around New Zealand and the world.
You explain to mums and dads these days within their 40s and 50s, they're the ones that freak out the most, but kids don't. Just letting people know what it's going to be like, and then it's just taking away their perceptions, and then they try it and they think, oh wow, this is not what I was expecting at all.
TV1's What Next series asked if we'd be willing to eat bugs instead of beef to help the environment. Women were a wee bit more squeamish than men, and rural folk were less keen than city dwellers. We thought we'd try them out on the streets. So the guys have made us some biscuits to offer up and see what the public think. I suppose I'd better try them first with 10 crickets in each one. Very nice. Would you like a biscuit?
Not having me, oh no. It's good.
Tastes just like mum's.
I'd eat that. You wouldn't know, would you?
Tastes good?
Yeah, fine.
10 crickets
No
in
way.
each biscuit. Way.
Get the hell out of here.
You're kidding, huh?
I'm not kidding you.
That's good.
I won't. I'm vegetarian. Okay, tastes the same.
It's growing, and we never thought we'd be here in 4 years. Yeah, and it's just amazing.
I'm not surprised. It's that whole food production thing in the world. I mean, you think about how many bugs there are in the world. If you can get a source of protein from something as common as bugs, why on earth wouldn't you do it?
I have a few issues with the plate though, because this here is the tarantula.
You have the biscuit. Let's have a bite of the biscuit each and see if that's in your go. I've actually tried. To be fair, I've tried cricket flour before. It's a non-event.
That's yum. That's an Afghan.
You wouldn't even know that it was in there. This looks delicious, doesn't it? Check that out. That's a lollipop.
With a
It's a mealworm. Look how
scorpion.
thick that is.
Mine's a scorpion in mine.
No, I've got a mealworm one. I'd eat that with no problems. I don't want to open it and ruin it. But
Okay, you eat-
I'd have a soz about.
Eat the spider. Come on.
Is this a big deal?
It is. I don't want to eat it. Oh, gross.
It's not even a big deal.
I'll eat a tarantula leg, but I don't want to eat its
Have the whole one. The problem with that...
It's actually yum.
No, I was going to say the problem with that, it doesn't taste so much.
The leg's okay. I'm too scared to do the whole body. I'm sorry.
It's got a bit of an aftertaste going on it.
Ugh, spider.
Might have to open my mealworm lollipop. Anyway, what
That
next?
tastes like normal food. Yeah. It
What
does.
next is live here on One. God, that's got a real kick. That's got an aftertaste. That's
What sort of aftertaste?
Like you've filled your face with pasture. You've gone and eaten pasture, and it's got a mouthful of the country.
Okay. Yeah,
And
good
very
description.
chewy. God, very hard to swallow.
Be careful, because if you are allergic to shellfish, you can't eat the.
I'm allergic to shellfish.
It's going to end tonight. Sorry.
Anyway, what next is live here on One at 8:30. I'll still be here eating.
You will be.